Welcome. So this is a meditation for deep rest, for any sort of restoration that you may want to feel during your day or at the end of your day, just to really restore your nervous system. You may want to use this to ground yourself, to really bring yourself back into a place of softness, of presence, of relaxation. Just to really bring yourself back into your body, just to become attuned and really inhabiting the space of your body. You may want to do this meditation alongside your pelvic diaphragmatic breathing that I may have taught some of you. You may want to do it before or afterwards. Some people like to do this meditation alongside their pelvic floor massage or any of the exercises that we've gone through together. This meditation just really helps us not just deeply rest, but really ground into our body and really start to take up the space in our pelvis and in our back body particularly. So it allows us just to pause the reaching and the doing and the striving and the thinking and really press a pause button and drop back and down into our bodies, which is where we find rest, which is where our nervous systems can receive and be nourished. You can do this meditation in sitting or lying. I would probably recommend lying to start with, just to really allow a full body rest, full body drop. A lot of people who do it in lying tend to notice just more of a restful nourishment. But as this skill that we'll be refining in this meditation, as you practice it often, you can start to do it throughout your day even. It's something that we can tap into often, a skill, and it's less about what we're doing. It's not about doing something in this meditation. It's actually about accessing the space or even the grounding that's underneath our doing. So it's stopping to be what's underneath the doing. And which is where our nervous system likes to reside often. And in today's culture, we're often doing and leaning forward and grasping and reaching. And, it's putting our nervous systems into dysregulation because we're not designed to live in that state. And we live in this chronic low-level state of stress that causes all sorts of issues in our body and in our environments. And we don't thrive in that space. So it's coming back into what sometimes feels very natural. Not easy because we're used to doing, but can feel very natural the more we do it. So in your position of lying or sitting, we're just going to start by closing your eyes. Just taking a few deep breaths here, just to become aware of where you are, on lying on a mat or lying on a sofa or a floor or sitting, leaning against a wall. Just take a minute to be aware of this. And just close your eyes. And we're first going to begin by softening the face. So as your eyes are closed, I just want you to really just let your eyes drop. Just drop your forehead and soften your eyes. Even though they're closed, we can kind of soften them, almost like they're receiving the nourishing darkness of your eyes being closed. Our eyes are always reaching forward, looking at the light. Just let them receive the nourishment of the eyes closed, of the rich darkness. Just dropping the eyes back. And as you're doing that, just start to focus on your jaw. We're just going to relax the jaw. Just letting it drop. You might want to just drop your bottom lip just a little bit, so your mouth's open a little bit. Often when our mouths are closed, our jaw can grasp itself, can clamp itself. So by keeping the mouth slightly open, we're just putting our jaw in a very resting state. And just taking a few nice, gentle, cleansing exhales. Letting everything go. Letting that face just drop. Almost imagine all your facial muscles just melting down your face. So we're really focusing on the full facial relaxation here. Your eyes are dropped. Your forehead is dropped. Your jaw, your mouth, even your cheeks drop. The muscles on your face down to your ears. Let them all melt. Lovely. And the next step we're going to do is just maintaining that space of relaxation on your face. We're going to focus on the belly and on the pelvic floor. And just relax your belly. Just let it go. Just let the belly drop into this space. Whether you're lying down or you're sitting, just drop it into the space in front of itself or behind it. Just let it go. Drop the belly. That's it. Just let it relax down, melting your belly, letting it unwind and open up. Almost letting a space open up in your belly and dropping back. Remember, there's no doing per se here. All these little cues are to stop us from doing. They're getting us to drop down, to drop back, to just let it go. And if you're familiar with your pelvic floor, a lot of my clients maybe just start to drop that pelvic floor. Just relaxing it. Just letting those sitting bones, pubic bone, just letting it all melt down. With every breath, letting it drop. Good. And you may start to feel yourself really softening into the ground that you're at. I just want you now, so the last thing we're going to do here to get us into a resting space is just to drop into our back body now. So keeping the mouth soft, keeping the jaw soft, softening the eyes, dropping the face, keeping the belly soft, dropped. Just drop yourself, your sense of self back into your body. Almost becoming aware of how much space is in the back of your head. Bringing your awareness and bringing your becoming aware of the sensation in the back of your head. Just hover your awareness the back of your head, and as you do that, sink yourself a bit further in to the back of your head. If you're lying down, just sink yourself another inch or so into the back of your head. Good. And we're taking our awareness further down. Just become aware of how much space is in the back of your heart. Just bringing your awareness there. And it's just such a subtle attunement. Just really, this is all these things. We're not looking for any big changes and big shifts. Just a subtle letting go, a subtle dropping back from our front body, where we lean forward into our front body. We're just dropping back. So bringing our awareness into the space at the back of our heart, and just be aware of how much space there is. And as you're there, again, just with every breath, drop yourself further and further into the back of your heart, the space of that back body. Again, if you're lying down, can you just soften another last inch further into the ground? Feel yourself being held by the ground, by your mat. Feel that close contact. And taking a nice, deep, gentle breath. And as we come down to the pelvis, just bringing our attention to the back of the pelvis and noticing how much space there is at the back of the pelvis. So this is where, our spine meets our pelvic bones, what we call our sacrum, our bum, our kind of bum bone, people call it, with just in that space. Again, if you're lying down, the space that's in contact with the ground. Just becoming aware of the space at the back of your pelvis and drop into it. And again, you can bring your breath down to this area. And this is useful, if you're familiar with this breathing, you may find this helpful to bring your attention and awareness down into your pelvis. And if you haven't gone through pelvic diaphragmatic breathing, don't worry, just bring your awareness to the pelvic space. Become aware of how much contact there is between your between the back of your pelvis and the ground beneath you. So much contact, so much grounding. And really drop into that space at the back of your pelvis. Rest back. Rest in. Good. And again, you may want to just sink yourself just that extra inch, half an inch into the ground of your pelvis. Almost like your pelvis is sinking that bit further into the ground. And what we're doing here is really touching up against something beautiful and something powerful, something that restores us, restores our nervous system. We're really receiving in this space, and kind of allow yourself to receive in this space. Drop the face, Drop the eyes. Drop the mouth. Drop the tummy, soften back. And just allow yourself to receive in this moment right now. You are receiving right now. You're receiving. Just let that moment in. Let it all pour into you. And this isn't about physically moving. We're not physically leaning back. We don't have to physically lean back. We don't have to push ourselves back. If you're finding this a little bit difficult, that's okay. This is a hard skill. It's something we're not really taught. Just soften. Soften the trying. Soften the doing. This is about not doing. This is about accessing what's available to us when we don't do, which is hard because we're used to so doing. But it's just subtly brushing up against what's all around us, what's available to us when we change our position and we adopt a position of openness and rest and grounding and embodiment. We're really sinking into the body here and actually finding that we find refuge there. We're dropping out of the head and into the body. Drop the face. Drop the bottom lip. Let your eyes just sink back to the back of your head. Relax them. Soften your eyes. Soften your forehead. Let your tummy go. Let it go. Just drop your pelvic bones. That's it. And just receive. Receive this lovely rest. Just allowing this moment to pour into you. Drop the face, drop the belly. Drop back into the back body. Now I just want you to become aware of your eyes now. And just become aware of your eyes from the back of your head. Notice how your eyes go back to the back of your head. And when you're ready, just open your eyes. And just notice whatever you're looking at around the room or out the window, or just notice how different it may be to gaze at something from the back of your eyes, from the back of your head. Or maybe just look around and notice something, or fix your eyes on something, let your eyes drop on something. And at the same time, lean back into that space behind your heart. At the same time, lean back into the back of your pelvis. You know, what does it feel like to look at something but have your awareness in your pelvis, in your pelvic floor, in the base of your pelvis? What does it feel like to look around, but with the awareness in the back of your heart? Notice just how much we still receive from that space. And as we come towards the end of this meditation practice, you may want to just wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, just bringing yourself back into whatever space. You may want to stay lying here for a while, that's okay. I'll end this meditation gently so that you can continue if you wish, or you can just slowly start to move your body. You maybe just bring your knees up if you're lying down. You can rock your knees side to side. You can stretch your arms out to the side. Whatever feels good here. There's no right or wrong way to end this meditation.